Hey everyone, Don and Ash here.
Hello.
As you can see, I have my girlfriend here with me today, and recently we got back into World of Warcraft with the launch of the War Within expansion. It officially just launched yesterday, and so they dropped the official launch trailer for the game, which we both haven't seen yet and are excited to watch. But she also hasn't seen the previous three hype videos that they released over the last month. There's such energy and hype behind the game. So I thought it was a good idea to go back and watch those together. So we're going to be starting with the Threads of Destiny kind of stop animation video that they came out with. The Illyria Light and Shadow animated video that they came out with was absolutely sick. I can't wait for her to see that one. And the Powers Within video that came out within the last week. They've been dropping so much content, and honestly, like I said, the energy and hype is back with the game, especially with Chris Metzen being back. There's a video with him too. So with that being said, let's hop right in.
Yes.
Slender is the strand that guides our destiny,
Here we go.
known only by true sacrifice. In our kingdom of Azj-Kahet, no one understood this sacrifice more than Queen Neferis, my mother. I saw this when the Black Empire came to conscript us for their last stand at Nylofa. My mother refused them.
For this treachery, your line will sever itself. This kingdom will wither with the waning of your worth.
She don't care?
Her strength defined us that day. And in that moment, we felt destined for greatness. But in the years that followed, our greatness was tarnished. Look at them out there. Wretched, starving.
I am not immune to our people's suffering. I believe better days will come.
Not if you keep failing to seize the moment. What was the point of you freeing our future, only to leave us buried in the past?
You comprehend so little. There is much for you to learn before you can be queen.
Mother! Mother!
Zarek? Are you seeing this?
You have heard my voice in your dreams, Great Queen.
The Harbinger.
Yes, of the empire that was. But the old gods are dead. The empire lies in ashes, and a shadow has fallen on your kingdom. But the blood of the old gods can make your people powerful again. Your reign could last for eternity. All you have to do is take my hand.
Your words are tempting, but the cost is too great. I would never risk my kingdom for such power.
Mother,
The art shift.
who are you talking to?
Ghosts, dearest. As always, they are my ready counsel.
I'm not sorry for what I said. I only want our people to be great once more.
Greatness is fleeting. What we must do now is endure. Your time will come, child, but only when you are ready. What
Did she?
you done?
You're not the only one seeing ghosts. Mother.
How
Hot damn.
sad to have a queen so wise and yet so ignorant to the call of destiny.
Her name is Zalatath. You had your chance, Mother. With this power, Ashkahet is bound. We will rise. We will conquer. And together, we will finally claim our destiny.
Long live Queen Anzarak.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I was like, at first, like, there's a few times I got chills, obviously. But like, her entrance, and then I did not see that switcheroo happening.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the Threads of Destiny video. That was her first time seeing that.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, it gives a glimpse at the first potential raid boss. That's at least the thoughts that I had going into it. How could that not be a part of a raid?
Yeah,
right.
definitely.
It definitely has to be. I can't wait to experience that storyline in game. And where I think personally, and I think I said this when I watched this the first time, I like how many tidbits of lore we're getting. And honestly, no matter what, because I play myself a lot of Blizzard games, a lot of the franchises, and throughout all the franchises, they wouldn't be as strong as they were without the storyline.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, even though you are not a StarCraft player, and this is not about StarCraft, I can unequivocally say that I think that, you know, it's, I mean, rated out of 10. Like, it's
yeah,
like,
no, 10.
the storyline is, you know what I mean?
10.
Like, the
I love
storyline,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's not an RTS player, but that's what I'm saying. I really like how in all the franchises, and I keep pointing this out, it seems like the energy is back. In Diablo, we're Diablo players as well, and the energy is very renewed and back, and you're really experiencing that in the World of Warcraft universe. And you know, videos like this really just make you want to hop into the game and experience that same piece, like jump back into that story in game.
Yeah.
So I myself, I can't wait till we get to that raid and be able to fight Queen Neferis, I think her name was, and potentially see another glimpse of Zalatath.
Yes.
And you know, kind of understand how that whole thing went down.
Yeah. No, it's such a good feeling. Like,
Yeah.
there's no other way to put it. It feels so good.
Yeah.
It feels right.
That video, I think the art style is very cool.
Yes.
The Blizzard team always puts out very fantastic art, and I do say the Blizzard team in this case because we've done other reactions and in other cinematics. Sometimes the development team will outsource the video, the cinematic. Right. This is the case often with Riot, with the League of Legends franchise. Their seasonal cinematics are often outsourced to other companies, and I've not had any knowledge ever that that's the case with Blizzard. I'm pretty sure everything is in-house. I know it's in-house with Diablo because they literally show behind the scenes and they're amazing.
Yeah.
The work they do. But the one of the favorite scenes that of the last video is actually when I'm actually going to pull it up right now on screen again. Let's go back to it real quick. It's going to be right when, and we'll just kind of half volume this. We'll turn it down a little bit, let it play.
Your reign
I believe
last for
that's right here. I love this, and I pointed it out when I first watched the video. This kind of parallax zoom thing, where it seems like the center line on the screen is about here, and you're seeing like the bottom of the screen stretch and the top of the screen stretch in a widescreen way that just feels so Eastern, like Eastern animation. Like you see this kind of same thing in like anime when they're trying to really stress how intense a certain thing is.
Yeah.
Like I for some reason the scenes come to my mind when like somebody's trying to give like a really intense look and the camera like really pans on the eyeball and makes it all, you know what I mean? Makes it all, and you don't see that in Western animation. So I really think that I liked how, because I've seen a couple of these videos now, all the first 3 that we're gonna watch, they are adopting some really cool styles from anime that I'm just like, yes, more, please, more, put more of this in. So
Yeah, it really just it enhances the storytelling.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So the next video that we're going to go into, You're wrapped up with that one, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
What did you think?
I think like
yeah, what did you honestly think of like the whole daughter mother awesome?
so like at first, yeah, I was like, I love the little like heart to heart that she was having. Like the daughter was trying to be like, you know, give her 2 cents and be like, no, mom, we should do this. It's just nice that they had the moment, even though they
Heart
just
to
didn't-
heart.
heart to heart. Like they're trying to. It's nice that she's just trying to like come into her own, I guess, in terms of like princess to queen, if I can say that.
She literally stabbed her mother. What do you
I
think?
know. I'm trying to start. That was pre-stabbing, and then yeah,
Oh, okay.
I just
Okay.
didn't see how. When I did have a moment where I was like, well, what if when she gets in a power thing switch over? But I did not see that coming at all, and my brain did break a little where I was just like, did she actually just,
Yeah, she
you know?
did. Yeah, she did.
Yeah, that happened.
She did the pokey sauce, and you know, spider goop leaked out, and now we have an arachnid funeral. So yeah, no other you know, all the other soldiers were like, new queen, no questions.
No questions. Yeah.
But anyways, that's an awesome video. Loved it. It just really makes us, I think both of us want to hop into the game and experience that. So can't wait till we get there at that point. Now we're going to be hopping into the Illyria Light and Shadow video. This one is a 5-minute animated cinematic that I absolutely loved the first time I watched it. I think, and everybody thinks, if you look at the comments, everybody thinks that Blizzard should actually make this a fully fledged show. It would hit so hard. We are both 80s kids who grew up in the 90s, so grew up with things like when X-Men, you know, X-Men has had different animated styles, but the 90s animated style of X-Men and, you know, late 80s was just the best thing ever. And you know, other shows that were like that, Thundercats, He-Man, like all of these shows when you're kids, they all have that same kind of artistic style, and this is very much like that. And she doesn't know what to expect, but I'm so excited to share this with her.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect, but I'm super excited. Obviously, Don's been a little ranty raving about it, and yeah, I'm always interested to see what the Warcraft or Blizzard team comes up with, and I'm just
in this case, this is non-typical. This is very outside the box. So
yeah, as an artist, I'm always stoked to see what they deliver. So I'm super excited.
Without further ado, let's hop right in. This is Illyria Light and Shadow.
When we are young, we are taught to revere the light. But when I turn to it, I see only fire.
Look, it's totally that style.
The fire of pain, of loss, the choices I made. Quel'Thalas, home. Until the Horde threatened everything. My family was sworn to protect it. And protect it we did.
For the Horde!
When Sylvanas and I fought together, we fought as one. But the conflict here was growing, pulling my sister and I apart.
Rotary. Uh-oh.
How can you leave? You would choose the Alliance over Quel'Thalas, our home.
It's not just our kingdom at risk. If the Horde isn't beaten back, others will fall. I have to go.
But you're abandoning your family.
I am doing this for our family. I lost a sister that day. Had I known that my actions would curse Sylvanas to her fate, but I have chosen differently. I left my home to fight this war to the end. I had no idea how far away that fight would take me. Yet despite the war, I found my life's true love, Tyrellian. And together we fought side by side, until we became three. But beyond the boundaries of our world, our enemies grew powerful.
You can make your stand here. Why risk marching into the unknown?
Our only choice is to take the fight to them before it's too late. Should we not succeed,
I will keep him safe. Just come back.
We'll return before you know it, Eritor.
had I known that I would not see my son again until he was a man himself, would I have still left? I had given everything for this fight. The only thing left to give was myself. There was no other way. In order to defeat the darkness, I had to embrace it. So embrace it I did.
Oh my god! Damn, okay.
But at what cost? Terrell,
I meant like that. I've got the nerd chills again.
Fought beside me. Now saw me differently.
What have you done?
The shadow. It saved us.
No. I would rather have died than see you fall to evil.
Terrellian didn't understand. But I could not fault him. If I had known that embracing the shadow would push him away, would I have sought another path? No. All of the things I did for a reason. War is sacrifice. And I have sacrificed everything to protect those I love. To keep them safe. And if
Absolutely.
it takes sacrificing myself
Vicious.
to protect our world, I will not hesitate. I am a soldier of Azeroth.
Yeah, super nerd chills. Honestly, like,
Bruh. That was so good, right?
yeah, I fully agree with anyone saying that they should do like a whole show.
From the first war, though. I don't want this middle of... listen, I mean, I'm not really an Alliance person. I don't care. I think the show is great. I don't really care about the Sisters' history because for the Horde, I'm just OG for the Horde. But no, from an animated show that retold the entire Warcraft story from the first war and why this whole thing happened would be the sickest thing ever.
Yeah, I'm like, that would be absolutely amazing.
That would be just the sickest thing ever.
Yeah, I really love actually that. I really love this story and the way they told it. It was really cool to see, like, Sylvanas in there, and like I said at the beginning, and just like Illyria's conviction. She's so like dedicated to like her cause or the cause, but
I love how they stacked up the two really heavy things, my child and my husband.
Yeah.
She's like, nope, still I would be committed to the war.
Right.
I'm like, oh. She means business.
Yeah, no, that's so crazy. In all the best ways, I guess. I love the story.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna ramble if I try to explain everything.
It's so good. I just want to point out one of the favorite scenes again. That was when she goes Super Saiyan mode, right? And it's there's one moment here. I'll let it play. There's one moment here where it focuses. I think it happens for like 2 seconds. It focuses on her eyes. And it's right as she's about to attack here. Right there.
Yeah.
Right? There's that wide angle, again, really intense scene that, again, the show that does this a lot, or again, Eastern style show that does a lot of animated style shows do it, but Naruto, right? However you want to say it. That show has some insane fights, and honestly, we haven't finished Naruto, and we're not on Shippuden yet, and I know there's like Boruto out. Don't please stop. Stop right there. Let's just save it.
We're behind.
Yeah, just
We're
save
so
it.
Behind.
But my whole point is like there are certain obviously parts of shows that stick out to you, and this in this cinematic, this moment really reminded me of when Neji was fighting the spider guy.
Oh,
Right? Do you remember those
yeah.
angles when the spider guy would like stretch his arrow right
Yep,
back and shoot
yeah.
it? So anybody who's seen Naruto or Naruto, again, however you want to say it, that fight is so sick. And I'm
So
just
good.
this immediately like shot me back to vivid memories of watching that for the first time and like seeing, you know, each individual, I guess they were adolescents at the time, fall one by one to be able to stop the 4 bad guys that were under Orochimaru, right?
Yeah,
The name
yeah.
that you struggle with all the time. So I just thought the scene was cool. She goes absolutely, you know, Super Saiyan psychotic here. She blasts like
Yeah.
it's just sick. I love how they change it to the wide angle.
Yeah.
You know, they're really playing with not only letting their artists be amazing, but I think they're I don't even know. It's like an expansion of the cinematic style, the cinematic presentation. Again, I like how this video is like they're not afraid to expand the horizons.
Yeah. I love
Clearly.
it.
And this hit very well.
Yeah.
A lot of people like that one.
It truly is like, you know, Saturday morning cartoon.
When we were kids, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget that part.
Yeah, asterisk. When we were kids,
Yeah.
Saturday morning cartoon style. And yeah, obviously it just brings back sort of that nostalgia feeling, but like 10/10, like it was done so well. Like, it definitely nailed it.
So that's Illyria Light and Shadow. Got to see a bit of the history and backstory between Illyria and Sylvanas. And there is another sister who I can't remember her name. I believe somebody had actually put it in the comments. Varisa
Right.
is the third sister. You don't see her in that cinematic, but it would be very cool if we got to see her in game. I imagine she's in game. Again, we've skipped a whole bunch of expansions, and our storyline is missing a whole bunch of plot to it. So we're not the best people to ask about things. We're just kind of hold on, and you know what? It's been really easy to get back into War Within with how easy Blizzard is making it. So
Yeah.
the next video that we're going to hop into is just a short one. It's called Powers Within. This was contentious with a lot of people. I'm not going to say why, but this one was contentious with a lot of people. I do appreciate, again, how they're expanding their horizons and trying new things. I had fun watching it anyways, and I don't know, put a smile on my face the first time. So we'll see what you think about it. Here we go.
It's cool to see all the different mounts. Like, first off the bat, where you're like, I've seen that in game, and like, yeah. Awesome.
There, little dwarf.
Okay.
So, is anything stand out to you? No,
That it's
yeah,
like
it's not.
right at the end, it's obviously it's showcasing Horde and Alliance together.
No.
But-
No. The animation was slow. If you couldn't,
A little, yeah, I did
yeah,
feel
right?
it.
So yeah, I'm like that should have been a glaring issue. That's one of the main reasons
Yeah.
why this is contentious. Do like how they're trying to expand to different audiences, because there is obviously a large World of Warcraft following, and when it is, when it comes to audience made stuff, especially when it comes to, I guess this would fit under, I'm not sure if it fits under the genre of machinima. When people take characters from, like, for example, when people take characters or assets from games and make their own stories out of them.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So people do that a lot with World of Warcraft, and they've gotten so good to a point where for years now, people have been doing their own RP, their own storylines with, whether it's, I don't know how they do it, like whether they do some of the rigging themselves. I don't know how they get the 3D assets. Like, I don't know how they do it, right? But they do it. And a lot of people were saying in the comments on this video that whoever made this trailer, for example, is not Hurricane or IK Edit. I guess those are two people that are popular within the community that make these type of videos. And, I can't say anything about the fidelity. The quality was there. Everything looked great. It was just a little slow. And so the impact of the music and the hype, and it's supposed to be so intense, didn't really hit that much.
Yeah,
right?
I would agree there.
Yeah,
for sure.
It felt a little off. But at the same time, again, I can appreciate how they are putting out videos like every couple days, and they're trying to appeal to all sorts of audiences. And one of the things you don't see in these videos, but I experienced on, I think it was TikTok, is you scroll down, and if anybody remembers back in, I think it was early 2000s or maybe late 90s, they had those commercials on TV where the actors would cosplay in the I know they did it for Diablo, but I'm pretty sure at some point they also did it for World of Warcraft. And so they're doing that again, where you're seeing, I guess, just regular humans in regular business attire, holding thing like Grom Hellscream's axe and like Sylvanas' bow, and saying like, get back in the game.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
As a nostalgia hit for us OG or older players.
Yeah. I had one little moment with that I almost called it a cinematic, but I had one little moment, where just like when the paladin like powers up and it had the little rays of light. I'm sorry, but it made me think of so much of just like her having like a Care Bear moment. Like when they
I thought you were gonna say Power Rangers or something. I completely get it.
You.
But I was just like, I want like Power Rangers with it. I thought it was a bit cheesy. I'm like, I don't know if they have an attack that even does that. And I'm like, what made it even cheesier is the paladin, like after the scene right after, there's like one frame where she like does a little glance, and I'm like, like a little smirk, right? I'm like, oh my god. Yeah,
it gave me a bit of a laugh. I appreciate, actually, paladin was my first class, I'll admit it. I was a human paladin. That was my first class character ever.
Gross.
But so yeah.
Gross. And with us watching those 3 videos now, we're gonna wrap it up with the official launch trailer now.
Yeah.
For World of Warcraft. This trailer just launched yesterday with the official release of the game. We went into early access, so we've had the game for a couple days now, and we've been having an absolute blast. It's really easy to get back into the game, and like I said at the beginning of the video, I think the energy is really back with the War Within. I think that they've had a bit of trouble with a couple last expansions. I'm not including Dragonflight in that. Dragonflight was actually where I think the energy flipped, right?
Yeah.
From Battle for Azeroth and Shadowlands. Those expansions seem to be a bit of a lull, where I don't think when I feel like there's no energy or hype behind something, it's because I feel like internally there seems to be a lack of direction with the team. And I think that one of the most important factors with all this energy and hype behind the War Within and at the end of Dragonflight is the fact that Chris Metzen, one of the original developers of the game, is back on the team.
Yeah.
I couldn't be more stoked as one of the people who has been playing since the start, that he's back in the picture and kind of advising and steering the ship, helping steer the ship, because the direction is amazing.
Yeah, super hype.
Like, having so much fun. So hopefully this is another kind of in-game style cinematic. Hopefully it's not as off feeling as the other one we just watched. Hopefully it's just a regular launch trailer. Let's see what they got for us.
Slender is the strand that guides your destiny. So easily overlooked, yet cutting deeper than the sharpest blade. Inevitably, the void consumes everything.
Bro, what? I forgot. I forgot.
Azeroth calls. We must answer.
Nerd chills, baby. Let's go.
So much chaos and destruction.
The darkness hungers.
My goosebumps are huge.
Azeroth must be protected. We will find Xalatath.
You mortals are the most wrathful creatures in existence. Your hunger for violence is insatiable.
Oh my gosh.
I'm coming for all of you.
Azeroth still needs us. We are in this together.
Go to her, champion. Lend her your strength.
Get back in the fight.
All right, that was dope. That was dope. Whatever that raid place was, we did get to see a glimpse of the cavern where Queen Azarak, or whatever her name is,
Yeah.
resides. That was huge.
Yeah.
That was
As
huge.
soon as I caught that glimpse, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't wait to get up in there. We saw glimpses of some of the new bosses and stuff like that. I think that, I mean, we got glimpses of Illyria. I think that was her who jumped off the platform backwards.
Yes. Yeah.
Which that was her with the blonde hair. If it wasn't, then I don't have any idea who that is. That was sick. I don't even know what to say. I'm like, yep, get me in the game right now. Get me in the game right now. We're wrapping up this YouTube video right now and close. No, honestly, any favorite parts from that? Like, I don't know. It showed us a lot of, it just seemed to inspire a lot of like teamwork. Like you're
Yeah.
working together to, I think that's been a common theme. Like it's even coming back to Diablo with the, I'm kind of trailing off a little bit right now, but if anybody does play both games, Diablo's bringing out the Dark Citadel in the next expansion, which is a teamwork based dungeon, and it's just really cool how it's not like WoW has ever not been teamwork based, because the end game is like raiding and stuff like that, but I think that concept coming into the storyline more so, it's like, I guess it's just like the unity of everybody. That is so Careberry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know, man.
That's exactly what it feels like.
it's just sick.
Yeah.
It for some reason right now, I don't even know. It feels sick. Like I said, I've been playing the game last couple days, and you know, it's not like we haven't broke the ice yet. We've already broke the ice and kind of, you know, had some shenanigans, and so far we're just enjoying the process. It's going to be a bit of a journey to get to end game, and I think that seeing some glimpses of the end game there just makes me want it that much more.
It does, yeah. It makes me like that much more excited for sure. Yeah, no, I don't really necessarily have any favorite points. I did get the same feeling of like, again, it's nice when they show like kind of a little bit of every different race or different classes, and it just solidifies again that unity, bringing everyone together for that same cause. And again, yeah, I'm getting that same thing where I'm like, trying to be super Care Bear about it, but totally.
No, listen. I want to fight Alliance all day. Like I don't care about Alliance any day of the week. I don't care that we're in the World Soul Saga. Like if the next expansion is that like somebody screwed up and then all of a sudden Alliance and Horde are pissed off at each other again, I'm so down for that. All right, I'm so down for that. I ain't doing this. Listen, I only care because we get to fight another cool raid boss. But if I have to do some raiding beside Alliance and stuff like that, I guess that is a thing now. But I'm just like,
yeah,
my loot, so I can fight you on the battlefield. Yeah,
yeah. I did like
not our loot.
I did also like we did see, I think, the Earthen there, which is like the new the new class. So
Yep.
I haven't.
I'll just pop them up on screen for a second. Yeah, they're.
I was gonna say we haven't really like experienced stuff about them yet, but it's just nice that there's a new class. And
no, I'm pretty sure they've been in the
game.
game. They've been in the game before. We haven't got to play them yet.
So, yeah,
they've been in the game for quite a while.
Thank you
The
for
story,
clarifying.
the story has touched on them a ton, absolute ton,
yes.
throughout. You know, the I don't know, like it's not even a decade, it's more than that. The lifetime that World of Warcraft has been out already. But she is right. We haven't got to experience, I guess, much of the Earthen in this expansion yet. Haven't touched on it. It's going to be cool to learn how exactly they fit into the current expansion's storyline rather than just being a subject that's touched on here and there throughout previous expansions.
Yeah.
We didn't even unlock every race when it came to Dragonflight, so
True.
I don't actually remember if you have to unlock this race to play them, but either way, you know, that's getting more into in-game stuff. I think we can wrap up with just saying that we're hyped to play the game. It's hyped to have a new boss to go after, which is going to be the final boss, which is going to be Xalatath. I think that's going to be a much more fun fight. It looks like it's a much more fun fight. There was a scene in here where you saw her shoot all sorts of orbs and like, you know, kind of like all sorts of things going on in the sky. It just seemed like a little bit.
The mechanics look cool.
Yeah, they look crazy. They look otherworldly. You know, I think that all Blizzard franchises have been learning a lot about in-game mechanics and what makes fights fun from other game franchises. And we'll see what they got. This is the start of a journey with the World Soul Saga.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see you guys in game. That'll be all for us.
Yeah.
If you have any thoughts, please drop them down in the comments below. And if you like content like this, please like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you in the next one.
Bye.